In North Carolina, about 25 people lost $3.4 million in scams tied to Bitcoin machines alone in 2024. That's an average loss of $133,000 per person. Mark Hensley, the Associate State Director for Community Outreach and Advocacy with AARP in the Triad, is here with us to talk about that. Okay, so I think a lot of people think I would know a scam if I saw one, but I think that it happens and they catch you off guard. So let's talk about how these crypto scams work.
Yeah, so the crypto kiosk scams, Tanya, work really. First of all, you get unexpected contact. It could be a telephone call, a text, contact through social media, and it's always someone pretending to be a government official, a tech support, or even a family member in trouble. Then they want to create a heightened sense of urgency with you. You're told your loved one may go to jail, or you will win money, or you're going to lose a bunch of money, and it creates emotions of anger, fear, and then the next is that sense of urgency. You must take action immediately. You must go and deposit funds, cash, into one of these crypto kiosks to send funding directly to stop whatever the threat is from this scammer.
All right, so they call you out of the blue, they kind of catch you off guard, they make you feel like you have to do something right now. And they're probably talking so fast that you're just like, what is happening? And then they make you feel like you've really done something wrong.
Absolutely. And so that heightened sense of urgency, that fear that you're going to lose money or a loved one is going to go to jail. We've heard about the grandparent scam. The new tool in this, and you'll show a graphic in a minute, that there's been a huge increase because we have these crypto kiosks, or they're also known as Bitcoin ATMs in convenience stores, at gas stations, and supermarkets where funds can be transferred. So remember, in the old days, we used Western Union. My mom was scammed sending money through Western Union, but now the new one is, oh, it's simple and easy. You can transfer these funds directly to us using this tool in your community.
Okay, and so let's talk about what AARP may be doing about all of these kinds of scams.
Absolutely. So, of course, AARP is laying the groundwork for how we can address these new crypto kiosks and create regulations at the state level. So the North Carolina General Assembly will be coming back into session, but they'll be on a short session for 2026, which typically lawmakers limit the amount of debate on policy issues because they want to pass a budget. And AARP is working one-on-one with members of the General Assembly to really educate them, as we're trying to do tonight, educate the public about this real threat that's targeting older adults. And then hopefully in 2027, we can follow the lead of 17 other states and introduce legislation that would protect older adults and really provide opportunities for people to understand what they're doing, limits on how much funding can be deposited, warning signs on these kiosks, and other educational information.
Yeah, I know AARP said they're going to take their fraud fighters, that's what they call them, to stores and retailers and stuff so that they can kind of educate the managers and the workers about what to look for when people come in. So that's another, way to deter this for sure. I wanted to kind of look at the stats that you guys have of how scams have increased over the last couple of years and so.
Absolutely. So you can see there's a dip around the global pandemic because we didn't go anywhere. But now it is starting to soar because these kiosks are showing up in community. Now, the kiosks are not the problem. They are useful for their purpose if it is an honorable purpose. But scammers are using that because once the money goes, it cannot come back. But you can see from these graphics, the bottom line is it's a huge surge, not just nationally from 0.84 billion. It's jumped to almost 5 billion. But here in North Carolina, we're looking at losses in 2024 of over $87 million. That's hard-earned funding that North Carolinians have given up because they have been scammed and frauded. So always,
Mhm.
if you can spot a scam, you can stop a scam. Always ask questions. Never send money without verification of who you're sending it to and for what purpose.
All right, all good things to keep in mind. Mark, thank you so much for joining us. This interview is going to be on our website in the Who Wants to Know section in case you need to send it to someone. We want to remind you of this. Maybe you haven't heard it yet, but today